Welcome to our vibrant network of governance, risk, compliance, and cybersecurity leaders. We share cutting-edge insights, best practices, and innovative strategies to empower professionals in navigating the dynamic cyber threat landscape. Join Circulo de CISO to ignite resilience and data protection across industries.
Hello, welcome back to another edition of series of discussions which we've been hosting in Circulo de CISO. And we have a very special guest this time, a very unique personality. I've known her for several years. She's been the CEO of FITIS. That's where I first met her. And then she's also been part of the Skills Development Council and now spearheading digital transformation, education transformation, and women empowerment with ICT agency. So I'd like to welcome Chadika Yahampath for this conversation, where we're going to talk about empowering women in cybersecurity. Chadika, thank you so much for making time to join me for a conversation on women empowerment, diversity. I think the list goes on. But just to give the perspective to the audience, we would be doing a 6-episode conversation on empowering women in cybersecurity. Chadika, so I would like to welcome you again and jumping straight into the conversation. I see that you heavily involved in education transformation. We're also empowering the women. And I also would like to highlight that you are also doing a program. You are a fellow with the UN where you're doing a lot of stuff in the cybersecurity space. So my question to you is, how are you addressing the gender bias? Chadika.
Yeah. Thank you so much for inviting me to this discussion, Sujit. When we talk about gender balance, in my view, Sujit, gender balance means unequal representation, treatment, or opportunities of individuals based on their gender. That's how I perceive the gender imbalance. In the ICT industry, if we take as an example, we don't see any unequal treatment or opportunities based on the gender, but we see a huge gap in the representation of women, not only in the cybersecurity sector, but also in all other sectors in the IT industry. So when I joined the IT industry somewhere in 2009, the female participation in the IT workforce was very low. It was below 25%. One of the biggest challenges I got from the company, that organization I worked, was to have a program or design a campaign to encourage women to come forward and contribute in this industry. So we started doing a lot of activities, especially to change the culture and change in perceptions of women to get involved in the industry. Women usually, in those days, they thought technology is for men, not for women. So their first priority always go to not STEM education. Their priority always go to other areas where they are comfortable. So I personally had a huge interest on this, because most of the time in industry associations, IT-related events, I was sitting as the only female representative in most of the forums. That was a challenge. So I took that very, very positively. I thought I should work in my capacity, encourage women to come. So when I was working for the Federation of IT Industry Sri Lanka, we collaborated with the Ministry of Education and did a campaign, career guidance programs in school level to encourage more girls to choose STEM education. Then we established women chapters in most of the industry associations to encourage women to come and contribute to the industry development. So we can see the results, good results. According to the latest IT BPM workforce survey that we conducted in 2019, female participation has increased from 25% to 34%. That's a good
Oh, that's
achievement.
great.
Yeah. And but still we see gaps. 34% is not enough when we compare to the university intakes. It's like 50-50. We want to increase this percentage at least above 45, if possible 50%, equal representation. So that's how we started. And after joining the ICTA knew my passion, and I'm very passionate about women empowerment. So we have a program called Surudiya. ICTA has that commitment to empower women. So they have a program. We have a program called Surudiya. That is the national strategy for women development. So I got an opportunity to spearhead this initiative uh, in 2022, and this has been introduced to Sri Lanka in 2017. So far, we have empowered a lot of women through Suhuruliya, and I am happy that I also could contribute to this program and empower a lot of women across the country, not only in the ICT sector, but also in other sectors, especially women entrepreneurs in grassroots level. So, so that's how things are moving at the moment.
So, Chadika, I'm curious, right? While traditionally women have pursued certain professions, teaching is one of them. Maybe certain professions in the medical field. Right? So there are places where a lot of women pursue their careers in those areas. Do you see, like, I mean, while we have narrowed this conversation down to gender and that to women, but when you really look at diversity, we have other areas. So we're not talking about it, right? So this is just to give clarity for the audience that today we have narrowed this conversation down to talk only about women. What is that drives you? You did mention that you're passionate about. So what is that passion which is driving you?
Yeah. Actually, my first job after the graduation was banking. Finding a job in a bank was one of my parents' dream. So soon after joining, I felt that I want to do something more, something I want to contribute something bigger to the country, and I want to challenge myself. My job should be challenging so that I can excel myself and learn new things, meeting people, and it's a live job. So better than sitting in a same environment every day. I thought of coming and contributing to this industry because uh, I saw a lot of potential, lot of opportunities, especially when there are no females, less participation of females, lot of opportunities were there as females.
Correct.
So there were a lot of people who inspired me all throughout my career. So it was actually very nice people I met in this industry, and it was amazing journey. So it's been 15 years after joining the industry, and I'm very happy that I made that choice on that particular moment to come and join this industry.
So this is for the viewers, right? So viewers, you heard from Chadiqa, industry which was less represented, especially the IT BPM industry. And today, I think we are boasting over 30% of women representation. Right? That's a significant achievement. And Chadika, if I am right, I remember heard you in another conversation where you said that we are above the global average. Right. So that is one significant highlight which you have been part of and instrumental in doing it. And for the credit of Sri Lanka, I remember you also mentioned that IT BPM industry is one of the safest industry for the females as a
Yes.
career. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that is definitely very encouraging for those people who are considering a career in IT or in cyber in a broader sense. There's so many opportunities out there. So please watch out for our next episode where we are going to be talking about how to build a diverse workforce. So Chadika is going to share her experience in how she has been contributing to building a diverse workforce. So Chadika, thank you so much for taking time to join me for this discussion and for this episode. Thank you.
Thank you, Sujit.